years.
Yeah, that's a long
I
time.
feel like, I should say, hey, because it might be a reach out to people out there that are currently,
Sure,
having an issue that know you can do it too. You can turn your life around. And part of it's just like a pat on the back to me saying, hey, I did it.
You should, and you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah,
Seriously. I've known you about 6 years now.
Yeah.
I met you in November of 2009. I believe it was maybe
December of...
It was 2009, the beginning of the year, or the end of the year, rather.
No, 2010.
Was it 2010? Well, it was
Which
right
would
after
be
I started
6 years.
over there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I started in 2009, but you didn't come around until a few months at least. Yeah,
right. I came it's been since January 2010.
And 10. So, yeah, it was about 3 months into my tenure there. Yeah. So I've known you about that whole time, and I've never seen you have a relapse or any problems at all. No issues. Yeah.
Completely free for 7 years.
That's
Never
amazing.
will. And I had a pretty bad problem with pain pills.
Yeah,
so people know and understand. And I don't feel bad talking about it because, part of me is like, I wish I never had that situation, but I did have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to share with our audience the fact that, that's me. That's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I've overcome this, and I'm proud of it.
I'm proud of you too, bro.
Thank you, man.
I'll tell you what.
Pops, did you realize today was the day?
No, I didn't realize. I know it's been...
Do you know what month it is, Pops?
Yes.
All right.
Come on, man.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, well... Shit, I mean, that's not the way I need to be messed with.
That's right,
All
you fucking
right,
dick.
I'm sorry.
You just went down a peg or two. After that, nice little speech.
I know.
What a dick. You know what, Pops? You want me to kick his ass real quick?
No.
Okay, all right, good. I didn't really want to anyway.
I mean, you don't need to knock me down to build yourself up, man. You're doing a good job of building yourself back up.
There you go.
I'm not trying to knock you down.
Yeah, he said he's proud of you. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did hear.
How many times you hear your dad say? Anybody out there? How many times you hear your dad tell you right to your face, "I'm proud of you"?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's a great thing.
That's huge.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm proud of you too, man.
A lot of the reasons that I felt I needed to make my life right was so I could take care of you. So I'm gonna
cry.
What I'm doing, and I'm
gonna cry.
I'm happy. Don't cry. Don't cry.
All right, I won't cry.
This is a good moment. And we can move on from this, but I did. Like I said, I had a big moment where I was like, "Am I going to talk about this on the show tonight or whatever?" But I felt like it's important that our fans get to realize who we are.
Sure,
and
man.
I just shared a big part of my life with everybody. So
I appreciate that, man. That's cool. And just to kind of reiterate the proudness, I wanted to say that had you had a relapse or had you disguised that you still had an addiction problem, I wouldn't have been friends with you. You know what I mean? I surround myself with good people. And that's been a goal of mine since, probably since high school. Yeah. I got in with the wrong crowd when I first moved to Florida. But I never got in any real trouble. I mean, a couple little things here and there, but that's it.
You had that gay bath shower thing.
I don't want to talk about that. But, I realized at a young age, 17, 18 years old, that if I wasn't careful with the people I hung out with, that I would have the same issues that they had. And I did some stupid shit when I was a kid at that age, and I realized it was a lot of fun, and I also realized that I can't do these kinds of things because I enjoy it too much, and it's going to lead me down a path of certain destruction, self-destruction, you know what I mean? So I got lucky, For me personally, I've had one pain pill in my entire life. It was a Darvocet, and it was the night of my motorcycle accident in 2000, October 22nd of 2000. I have a special date as well, Jay. I celebrate that day like a birthday every year.
Right.
And I watch a baseball game because it's usually the World Series or right before it, the playoffs, And I do the same thing I did that night. I have a couple of beers, I watch baseball, but I don't get on my motorcycle. You know what I mean?
I thought you were about to say, I do the same thing I did that.
Yeah,
I have a couple of beers and a Darvocet.
No. I mean, I had a couple of beers that night at my brother's house, but it was over the 9 innings of the Mets-Yankees World Series game. And honestly, I'll be honest as well. I had the shits that night, dude. I had freaking diarrhea. And I wanted to stay and hang out and drink the rest of that 6-pack of Miller Lite with my brother and hang out till 2 a.m. But I didn't. I had 2 beers, and I was like, dude, I've got the craps. I'm going home. And so I put my helmet on responsibly. I got on my little cruiser motorcycle and I tooled home at 35 miles an hour and a car hit me head on, dude. You know? But yeah, I had that one Darvocet, and honestly, it didn't really do any more than a couple of extra strength Tylenols did. And that shit was expensive back then. I didn't have any insurance or anything like that, so I didn't fill this prescription. You know what I mean? I just didn't do it. Right. And I'm after growing up and learning over 16 years now since that day, and seeing what's happened in just in Pasco County alone, dude, with the people with the pills and everything. It's a huge problem. It was really bad for a long time here. And I'm glad I didn't get sucked into it, man. I had that opportunity to do it. I could have been popping those Darvocets because of the pain in my knee and my arm and everything else, but I don't
shook
think
it off, the Darvocets would have really killed you. I'm just saying.
But maybe I would have liked it. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it could have let it. It could lead to something bigger.
Yeah, so. Dude. I have an addictive personality. By know me. I'm not going to dispute that at all. I mean, I've been accused of that since I was a teenager. I had,
Everybody knows you're so addicted to me. So.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Anyway, let's get this on a lighter note, man. I mean, you can't get much lighter than being sober for 7 years. That's pretty badass. So congratulations, Jay. I'm proud of you. Your dad's proud of you. Keep it up, man. Don't look back. Keep moving forward, man. You know what I mean? Hey, we found out we have a gym in the Dump Towers.
My goodness, this is unbelievable.
Isn't that crazy, dude? There's an actual gym downstairs. It's got a power tower. It's got a weight bench.
It's pretty good. It's got treadmills down there.
Yeah, dude, it's even got a shower in it,
It has a shower.
It's got 2 showers, 2 bathrooms,
man. Let homeless Chuck know about this.
He'll be living in the studio.
Oh, my Lord.
Finally getting a shower. Oh, my God, dude.
Actually, it's pretty good. We can get him to hit that before he comes in.
That's not a bad idea,
If he ever comes in again, who knows?
It's been 3 episodes, 3 weeks now that we haven't seen Chuck, man.
Is he still getting paid?
I don't think I'm paying him right now. He's on a leave of absence. So
I hope not.
I mean, if it was a sick day or something, then yeah.
Did he report in tonight, anyone?
He did text me earlier, and he said that he was probably not going to show up, that he had to do overtime today. There's the Blueberry Festival in Hillsborough County or whatever. And so the agency that he works for is really busy with that, and they've been working overtime, and he's tired, man. The dude works like 60, 70 hours a week,
Yeah, he has been working his butt off.
Yeah. I mean, I texted him back, and I'm like, dude, it's no problem, man. Whenever you're ready to come back, you come back. I love you, man,
I talked to him last night, and he was all fired up about coming in.
I know. I texted with him a couple days ago, and he was just excited about it. He said he couldn't wait to come back, whatever. So when the time's right for Chuck, man, he's got a seat right there, man. I got him a pop filter. Camden brought a new microphone for him. Well, he's ready to go, man. He even has a laptop now. I brought an old laptop in from the house, dude. And I don't know, the thing sucks, but he can still pretend like he's important with it.
Yeah, well,
just kidding, Chuck.
That's kind of how I feel, because I'm over here on my old laptop. I don't know why. I just bought a new one. It's over there, but I decided to plug in my old one, and it is just letting me down.
Nah, I'm sorry, dude.
I feel so let down by this old computer.
It'll be okay, dude. It's all good. Hey, we got another listener in the chat room. If anybody wants to chat listening right now, there is a chat feature on mixlr.com. I like to call it mixlr.com. Go on mixlr.com, and if you're not already there listening to us, check out the chat feature. We've got another regular listener, Mandarian Madman, who's congratulating me for not getting on those Darvocets back then. He says they pulled it a few years ago due to all the crazy side effects, that it was a bad thing, man. So,
really? Darvocets?
I guess so. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not savvy on, I know they're all some kind of like opiate type pain reliever, like codeine, Darvocet, Percocet, all that shit. I don't know, man. But yeah, thanks, Mandarian Madman. I'm glad I didn't get on that crap either, man. Probably wouldn't be here right now because I'm kind of a crazy little man. But yeah, it's all good, man.
Hey, I want to tell you something. I just wanted to also bring this up because I recently found out one of our callers that called in not too long ago, he's actually a communist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
the guy
really
from Boston?
creeped me out. No, Shane's cool as hell. Actually, I'm not going to refer to him as Shane. I'm going to call him the Dollar.
The Dollar, yeah, I remember him.
Dollar. And no, but Joey Kappas, the Greek guy. I just realized today for the first time, and I probably shouldn't have used his full name like that, but it's
you
totally
used it
cool.
Before. It's all good.
Joey Kappas.
What? Joey Kappas?
Yeah, he's a communist.
With a C, communist.
Communist with a C. And I'm talking to him today, and I come to find out that he does not like AC/DC or Leonard Skinner. So that ultimately brings me to the point that he's a communist, right?
Well, hold on, slow down a little bit, because first of all, a lot of Greek people fundamentally are Democrat socialists, if you will. That's the nature of their economy. But they're also into that foot-tapping Greek dance music. You know what I mean? That opus stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. He likes Greek guys all dressed up in olive oil.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
Slathering down their chest and stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's 2016, bro.
But listen, Angus Young was like a little schoolboy. He dressed like a little,
Yeah, he kind of did, yeah.
So, I mean, you would think he'd be all about that.
That's funny shit, dude. But yeah, just because he doesn't like little schoolboys playing rock and roll doesn't mean he doesn't like little schoolboys.
He's still a freaking communist.
I don't know him, so
I don't know anybody that does. I mean, you could maybe not like AC/DC or whatever, but if you don't like AC/DC and Leonard Skinner, you're a communist. Period. End of story.
What about Ram Jam?
I love Ram Jam.
Ram Jam. You cannot get enough of Ram Jam, dude. I posted, go on our Facebook page, just the Kevin Holly Show, and check out the video of Ram Jam that I put on there. It's badass, man. Those guys are like playing in the front yard. What's that?
Danny's downstairs. You want him to take a minute and I'll go get him?
Yeah, that's cool, man. We got.
All right, I just sit here and talk.
34 minutes, man. You want me to go get him? I'll go get him.
You want to go get him? I'll sit here and talk.
Rocks,
about
paper,
stuff.
scissors. One round. Ready?
All right. Rocks, paper, scissors.
Ready? Rocks, paper, scissors. Damn it, scissors. All right. Rocks, paper, scissors. Paper, damn it. Rocks, paper, scissors.
Oh, you got that one.
I won. I said one round, bro.
Oh, one round. Okay.
That means you go, bitch. I mean, Butch.
Check it out. It's good because my computer's totally
frozen
on me, dude. Configuring.
Oh man, you let it start updating during the show, dude?
No, dude, it just did.
Man, what the fuck kind of executive producer lets their laptop update?
I'm a horrible reproduction agent.
Man.
All right, so this is going to be the Kevin Holly and Pops hour.
All right, let's do this.
You guys talk about me.
No, we won't talk about you. No, don't worry about it.
Both your asses.
Well, turn it off.
Boy.
All right, Pops. So it's me and you, huh?
Right.
All right. So let me ask you a question, Pops.
Go ahead.
Do you recall any of these movies from the 80s that Larry Cohen was involved with? It's Alive, Maniac Cop, anything like that?
Horror story guy.
You're not a horror story type guy?
Definitely not a horror story guy.
Okay, so you're not familiar with them? That's cool.
I probably have seen maybe one or two of them, but I don't recognize them.
No, I know.
I just... I'm more like I like real true to life stories more than that, Most of my movies are based on an actual happening. I mean, there's a lot of good movies that aren't totally fictional, but
right. Let me ask you this. Now I know because of the 40-year age gap between you and I, a lot of the movies that you're watching when I come over to visit and stuff like that are in black and white, and a lot of the classics, but I'm not super familiar with them. But are there any movies that you recall from, say, the 80s or 90s that you're a big fan of? Do you like anything that's a little bit more recent that we can both be familiar with?
Oh, sure. A lot of things.
What's one of your favorites?
Remember the Titans?
Mm-hmm. Are you asking if I remember the Titans?
Have you seen the movie?
I don't think I have.
Denzel Washington and
I know Denzel, sure.
He plays. It's a true story of the 1971 Arlington, Virginia high school football team that was integrated that year.
Mm-hmm.
The only integrated school in the league. And Denzel came in as an assistant coach, and come to find out they made him the head coach over Will Payton, I think. I'm not sure. I know the guy, but anyhow, he had been the head coach there for 15 years. He was white, of course, and it was a nominee for the Hall of Fame.
He was white, of course.
Yeah. And so there was a problem at first when the black guy comes in and takes over his job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't need to go into the movie anyhow, but it's about how they successfully integrated the the football team, and they went undefeated, and then they won the state championship, and were voted top and second best team in the nation. And they became friends, and anyhow, that's